Hello friends, welcome back to your own channel Engineering Network. I am back with another interesting topic. Today I will explain about what is 1.54 while calculating the cement, sand and aggregate in concrete. So whenever we try to calculate the quantity of materials in concrete, we multiply the wet volume of concrete with 1.54. So why is that? From where this 1.54 came from? And how we can use it in calculating the dry volume of concrete. So in today's video I will cover all these important questions with the help of few examples. So this is the most asked question on a construction site and in an interview from a civil engineer. So if you have no idea about it, then kindly watch this video till the end. Before that, if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, then please click on the subscribe button and also don't forget to press the bell icon so that you will never miss a new video from Engineering Network. Okay, so as you know that concrete is a mixture of cement, sand, aggregate and water. Now if I remove water from this list and mix the remaining three, which is cement, sand and aggregate, then I will get concrete, but it will be in the form of dry and its volume will be called as dry volume. Now this dry concrete which are without water will definitely have air voids in it. So to remove these air voids, I will add some amount of water which will give me a complete form of concrete mixture, and after that I will be able to use it in a construction site. Now here the question is, how much water should we add in order to make a standard concrete mixture, right? So the answer is 54% water will be added to the dry volume of concrete. Now you must have noticed that the dry volume is always more than the wet volume of concrete. So it's because the dry volume contains lot of air voids in it, and when we add water, the air from those voids releases and certainly the volume of concrete become less, which is the wet volume. So here what I want to say is wet volume of concrete will always be less than the dry volume of concrete. So this is all about the basic concept about why the wet volume is always less than the dry volume. Now let us understand about whenever we want to calculate the quantity of materials like cement, sand and aggregate in concrete, why we multiply the wet volume with 1.54 in order to find out the dry volume. So let's say I have a concrete cube, okay? Its length is 1 meter, width is 1 meter and height is also 1 meter. So the formula for the volume of cube is length into width into height, which is equal to 1 into 1 into 1, and it will be equal to 1 cubic meter. So the volume of this cube is 1 cubic meter and this volume will be in the wet condition, okay? Now here remember one thing, whenever you calculate the first volume of any concrete member, then it will be considered as the wet volume. So for example, if you want to calculate the volume of concrete for a beam or column, then the first volume will always be considered as the wet volume of that particular beam or column, okay? So this is the wet volume of this particular cube, which is 1 cubic meter. Now in order to find out the quantity of materials, first I have to find out the dry volume of this cube, right? So for that I have to convert this wet volume into dry volume, and after converting it you will see an increase in volume, and that increase will be 54%, as I already told you at the start of this video. So dry volume is equal to wet volume plus 54% times wet volume. Here wet volume is 1 cubic meter. So 1 plus 54 divided by 100, and then I will multiply it with the wet volume, which is 1 cubic meter. So the dry volume of this cube will becomes 1.54. So this is why we multiply the wet volume with 1.54 while calculating the quantity of material like cement, sand and aggregate in concrete. Now let's take few examples, and with the help of those examples I will show you how you can use this 1.54 while calculating the quantity of materials in concrete. Okay, suppose I have a cylinder made of concrete and I want to find out the quantity of materials that are used in the making of this particular cylinder. So the dimension of this cylinder are its height is 4 meter and radius is 1 meter. Okay, now first I have to find out its volume. Okay, so we know that the formula for the volume of cylinder is 2 pi r square h, where r is the radius of the cylinder, which is 1 meter, and h is the height of the cylinder, which is 4 meter, and pi is constant and its value is 3.14. Okay, so by putting all these values in the above formula, I will get the volume of the cylinder, which is 25.12 cubic meter. Now this is the first volume, so it must be in the wet condition, or you can say that this is the wet volume of this cylinder. Now to convert this wet volume into dry volume, I will apply the same formula of dry volume as I did before. So the formula for dry volume is equal to wet volume plus 54% of wet volume. So here wet volume is 25.12 cubic meter. So the dry volume is equal to 25.12 plus 54 divided by 100 multiplied by 25.12. And after doing all the necessary calculations, I will get the dry volume of this cylinder, which is equal to 38.68 cubic meter. So this is how you can find out the dry volume of any structure member, but this process is little bit lengthy, right? I mean, you have to spend few minutes to find out the dry volume by using this process. But there is also another easy and simple way by which you can easily find out the dry volume in few seconds. So as I proved at the start that dry volume is equal to wet volume multiplied by 1.54. So I can also use this formula as well. Now for this particular cylinder, I have its wet volume, which is 25.12 cubic meter. Okay, so the dry volume will be equal to 25.12 multiplied by 1.54, and it will become 38.68 cubic meter. Now you can see that from both methods we have got same value of dry volume, which is 38.68 cubic meter. And this is the proof that both these methods are valid. So if you are in a rush and don't have much time for the calculations, then you can use the second method and it will give the dry volume of concrete in few seconds. So this is why we use 1.54 while calculating the dry volume of concrete. I hope that you will understand everything that I share it with you in this video, and if there is any question, then kindly let me know in the comment section. Like this video, share it, and please subscribe to my channel and also press the bell icon so that you will never miss a new video from Engineering Network. See you in the next video.